Father John Eckert, and welcome to our series on the precepts of the Catholic Church. I'm the pastor of Sacred Heart Parish in Salisbury, North Carolina, and I'm happy to get to spend a little bit of time with you over the next couple of sessions talking about the obligations of what it means to be a Catholic. Obligations. I mean, that word sounds so harsh, so difficult. Like, why do I have to be obliged to do something that I should just want to do? Well, think about it this way. Can you imagine going to a wedding and seeing the groom look at his beautiful bride, and just before they're about to go up there for their vows, he looks at her and says, "My darling, you are just so beautiful. What is the bare minimum I've got to do to make this thing work?" Okay, that's not exactly romantic, right? But at the same time, it's kind of nice to know what is the bare minimum. What are the guardrails, so to speak, that keep us within the boundaries of being a Catholic, of being a good disciple of Jesus Christ? What are the basics that we have to do? Now, in a marriage, we know, okay, that groom needs to at least say to his bride every day, "I love you." Now, that's an obligation. That's something he's got to do. But just because he's obliged to do it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. And just like for us as Catholics, there are ups and downs in a marriage, right? Well, there are ups and downs in our life as Catholics. And sometimes, we know that there's a basic level of what we've got to do. And so this is the ground upon which we got to go. And sometimes things are going great. And so we know this is where I can begin and I can keep growing. Sometimes, though, life can get tough. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with the faith, and it's hard to even get to the minimum. Well, the Church, in her infinite wisdom, lets us know what that minimum is. So when we feel like we got the weight of the world on our shoulders, we know you gotta get to Mass on Sunday. It is an obligation. It is the bare minimum that you need to do. So in those moments when it's tough, when you don't feel like getting up and going, hey, I gotta get to Mass. The Church gives us these basic 5 precepts to let us know, okay, what is the bare minimum? What's the foundation upon which I can build, I can grow each and every day of my life? And what is that bare minimum that when the going gets tough, I gotta at least cling to this, because this will keep me close to Jesus Christ. And it's those 5 precepts, those 5 obligations that we're gonna be discussing over these next few sessions. So I'm glad you're here to join me as we discuss the precepts of the Church. Join us next time as we dive into studying these wonderful obligations.